Okay. Also, I want to talk for a second about Creekwood. Just because, like, I didn't know what the fuck Creekwood was, and now that I do know what it is, I want to kind of make some content about it, just so that oh, it's not Creekwood Drive. It's a botanical garden. Yes. Okay. So Creekwood Botanical Garden. It's considered one of the finest American country place era estates in the nation. Formerly the family home of Mabel and Leslie Creek, the extraordinary 1930s estate, with its Georgian mansion and 55 acres of cultivated gardens and expansive vistas. Today it serves the public as a botanical garden, arboretum, and museum with historic rooms and art galleries showcasing works from its 7,000 permanent collection as well as traveling exhibitions. The property includes 13 distinct gardens and a mile-long woodland trail featuring modern and contemporary outdoor sculpture. What? Creekwood is listed in the National Registrar of Historic Places and is accredited by the American Alliance of Museums and is a USA Today Top 10 botanical garden. Oh my god. Ooh, they have something coming up called Orchids in the Mansion. I care about the gardens though. Okay, so they have the Howie Garden, the Sigourney Cheek Literary Garden, the Martin Boxwood Gardens, the Bradford Robertson Color Garden, the Carell Dogwood Garden, the Herb Study Garden, the Belvins Japanese Garden, Will's Perennial Garden, the Turner Seasons Garden, the Burr Terrace Garden. Ooh, the Rose Study Garden. Yes. The Robinson Family Water Garden, the Anne and Monroe Carell Family Sculpture Trail, the Bracken Foundation Children's Garden, Cheekwood's Riverview Gardens at Riverfront Park, Emerald Ash Borer Response Program, ADS Daffodil Display Garden, and they're on Instagram. So let's read about the Rose Garden because obviously that's the one that I care about. And it sounds like it's pretty new. One of our newest gardens at Cheekwood, the Rose Study Garden, was opened in 2016 and is dedicated exclusively to America's official flower, the rose, built and maintained by the Nashville Rose Society. The Rose Study Garden contains over 60 roses of all types and colors, including earth kind, no spray roses, hybrid teas, grandiflorous, miniatures, climbers, shrubs, and old garden roses. Its spectacular blooms can be seen from April all the way through October. With education being one of Creekwood's core values, the Rose Study Garden is used primarily as a teaching tool in which the Nashville Rose Society helps Cheekwood's members, new members of the Rose Society, as well as the general public, learn how to grow beautiful roses in Middle Tennessee. The water garden looks great too. The original design of the creek gardens included 3 large ponds that served as reservoirs for the many water features as well as the water supply for the house. The ponds are planted with shade-loving perennials along the banks. Along with seasonal annual color, the sound of cascading water is heard as you walk along the rocky stream, examining the fern collections, hellebores, hostas, and hawcheras. Okay. Oh, this is cool. The Will's Perennial Garden. Found Below the formal gardens of the mansion, overlooking the mustard meadow and the ponds of the Robinson family water garden, is the Wills Perennial Garden. It's dedicated to iris breeder and author Jess Wills, and display both new and traditional perennials and many bearded iris. A steep limestone wall provides both habitat and background for this colorful full sun garden. The Wills Perennial Garden reaches its peak in the summer when the succession of color culminates with asters, salvias, perennial flowers, red becnias, and ornamental grasses. Okay, so the Japanese garden Shomu-en was created by David Harris Engel. The garden guides visitors in a meditative journey to an idyllic image of a mountain retreat. Engel named the garden Shomu-en, which translates to pine mist forest, and this garden transcends cultures by connecting Eastern garden design with the native Tennessee landscape. The mist in pine mist forest is suggested by the feathered and light textured flowers of the smoke bush that bloom in late summer. The black pines are pruned to appear wind-swept, with their needles contrasting beautifully with the softness of the cotinus. The site leads the viewer to a canyon that opens to a symbolic grand view of ocean and mountains. From the entrance gate, visitors stroll through the roji, a tea garden term used to define a transition zone. On this narrow path, punctuated with unevenly placed stepping stones, visitors focus on their footing and leave the outside world behind. Oh, this is cool. Thoroughfare of packed yellow grove, Philostachys presents a second path of transition. The bamboo forest is the final path before one enters the courtyard where the viewing pavilion stands. Looking out from the pavilion, visitors see a highly composed panorama, the meaning of ocean and mountains. The dry body of water is made of racked gravel and large rock formations, implying calm water. In 2012, Melba and Bill Belvins honored their family's vision by generously supporting and commissioning a master plan for the renovation and restoration of the Japanese garden. Thanks to their support, the planning for long-awaited garden announced enhancements to address aging horticulture and accessibility for all within the Japanese garden was finally completed. Okay, we're gonna have to get our asses up and go tomorrow because, yeah, I can't.